I'm Shakina Milan. So, our topic for today is about simple machines. So, machines. What comes in your mind when you hear the word machines? For me, based on our understandings, it is very obvious because what will I use to cut a paper perfectly? By using scissors. Scissors is a simple machine. How can you join easily two wooden planks? Using a hammer and nail. Simple machine. Okay. So, what are their parts? What are simple machines? How do machines help us? Well, machines are used to transfer energy, multiply speed or force, and change one direction of the force. Simple machines do work in one movement work or one type of work using device. Machines can be classified as simple machines and compound machines. Simple machines are simple tools that multiply the amount of force to make work easier. Compound machines consist of two or more simple machines. So, kinds of simple machines. There are six of them. First one is the lever. The lever is composed of a straight or bent rigid bar that is free to turn on the fixed movable part known as a fulcrum. There are parts of a lever. The load, the effort, the fulcrum, the resistance arm, and the effort arm. The load is a force that is being lifted by the effort. The effort is a force that lifts the load. The fulcrum is the fixed movable point where the rigid bar moves. The resistant arm is the distance of the resistance to the fulcrum. The effort arm is the distance of the effort to the fulcrum. There are three classes of levers: vary in placement of the effort, resistance, or load, and the fulcrum along the bar. The first class lever is known as RFE or EFR. So, the fulcrum is it between the effort and the load or resistance, as in a seesaw. So we're done with the first class lever. The second class lever is known as FRE or ERF. So, the resistant load is in the center. The fulcrum lies at one end. The effort is applied at the other end and the load is in the middle, as in a wheelbarrow. The third class lever is known as REF or FER. The fulcrum is at one end, but the load is at the other end, and the effort is applied in the middle, as in a human forearm. So now we're done with levers. I'm going to give you examples of levers. The examples of lever is seesaw, crowbar, hoe, scissors, and a rake. The simple machine is the inclined plane. Inclined plane is a flat supporting surface tilted at an angle with one higher than the other. It is used in raising and lowering a load. An inclined plane lessens the effort exerted over a distance and changes the direction from straight up to along the angle of the plane of the effort applied. The lesser the angle of the inclined plane, the longer the distance and the lesser the effort needed. Inclined planes are widely used in form of loading ramps to load and unload goods on ships, trucks, and airplanes. Wheelchair ramps allow people in wheelchairs to get over obstacles without exceeding their strength. The inclined plane has been used by prehistoric times to move heavy objects. Romance is inclined plane for moving heavy things uphill. The heavy stones used in creating ancient structures, such as Stonehenge, are believed to have moved and set in place using inclined plane. An example of an inclined plane is ramp, slope, and slides. Now we're done investigating inclined plane. We're going to investigate wedges. A wedge is a double inclined plane that is sharpened to an end. It can be used to separate two objects or portion of an object, lift up an object, or hold an object in place. The thinner the wedge is, the lesser effort is needed to cut objects into edges. It is sharp, so those are wedge. The examples of a wedge are scissors, hoe, crowbar, nails, pins, cutters, blades. Now that we're done investigating wedges, we're now proceeding to screw. A screw is another modified inclined plane. A screw is made when an inclined plane is used to wrap a cylinder. The spiral wedges of the screw are referred to as thread, and the distance to each thread is referred to as pitch. A jack screw, for instance, is used to lift cars. Examples of screw are faucet drill, light bulb, bottle cap, jar lid. Now we're done with screw. Now let's proceed to pulleys. Wheel and axle. It is used to lift loads, apply forces, and transmit power. A pulley has a rope sliding on the groove of the wheel. The groove prevents the rope from slipping. The axle, on the other hand, serves as the mounting bracket that attaches or holds the wheel so that it turns as the rope slides. There are also kinds of pulleys. There are three of them. There are three of them. The first one is fixed pulley. It is generally hung, making the wheel stationary in position. It can lift an object easier by changing the direction of the effort force. A fixed pulley is usually seen in the flagpoles or the part of the wheel that pulls a bucket of water. While the movable pulley is the complete opposite of fixed pulley. The entire wheel, together with the axle, travels along the rope. A movable pulley is hung on a rope and hooked to a resistance. Zip lines use a movable pulley to deliver a person from high area to low area. Last not the least, block and tackle. It is a combination of movable and fixed pulley. The fixed pulley is the part that pulls the movable pulley. The movable pulley, therefore, carries the resistance, as the fixed pulley is where the effort is exerted. This block and tackle combines the direction-changing ability of the fixed pulley and the force-multiplying ability of the movable pulley. Block and tackle is usually used in construction areas. I have some examples of pulleys. Those are flagpole, elevators, crane, well wheel, and zip line. Now, let's proceed to wheel and axle. Axle refers to the assembly formed by two discs of different diameters mounted so that they rotate together around the same axis. It is the same in appearance to a pulley, but the wheel is fixed to the axle. Forces applied to the edges of the two discs provide mechanical advantage. To move the load in the axle, the user needs to apply effort to the large outer wheel of the steering wheel. The mechanical advantage of a wheel and axle is equal to the radius of the wheel divided by the radius of the axle. Usually in wheel and axle, the radius of the wheel is bigger than the radius of the axle, so the distance over which the effort is applied is greater than the distance of the load, which is placed at the axle. We're now done investigating wheel and axle. I have here examples of wheel and axle. Those are sharpener, doorknob, fan, wagon, and windmill. So that's all for today.